Hello. I have a question you may find interesting. Would you buy a new car or truck if you couldn't adjust the seat and the steering wheel? Well, I wouldn't either. And that's why HeliBars developed the patented Horizon handlebar. We're going to install a set on the Spyder F3, and I hope you enjoy this. We've asked Maurice LeBlanc to assist us with this install. This is Harry at HeliBars, and welcome to another HeliBar update. I'm here with Maurice LeBlanc. We've known each other and we've been in the motor industry for probably going towards 30 years or so, 25, 30 years. And Maurice has been instrumental in feedback on these Spyders. And once he got the F3, he experimented with some bars. And I'm going to just let Maurice talk about that and explain personally about that. It's all yours, Maurice.
I contacted Harry a while back about any possibility of making an adjustable handlebar for the Spyder as he does for the Harleys. I'm familiar with the adjustability of those bars. I've had them on a couple of Harleys that I've had, and I love the Can-Am Spyder. I love the F3, and the handlebars that I put on here, this particular style, they make 4 styles for the Can-Am Spyder. Got them back from a reach standpoint where I wanted them, but what I found uncomfortable on long rides or riding aggressively in the twisties is with my hands and the way that they're bent, I had more pressure on the inside of my hand, less on the outside, and I find my hands cramping or going to sleep because I don't have that ability to make those finite adjustments for my riding style and for my stature. So what we've done is Harry has built a set of adjustable bars for the Can-Am Spyder that we're going to install on this bike and show you what the adjustability factors are compared to what's out there today. And it gives you the ability to improve your riding comfort and enjoy the ride better regardless of your riding style, if you're an aggressive rider or a touring rider.
Yeah. Now I can see your arm is pretty straight out, and to me, you can see that the ends of the bars are actually going uphill. Usually not a very comfortable bar position unless you're standing up on a dirt bike and the bars are coming up to reach you. But let's see how we can improve on this.
Okay, now we're going to remove the handlebars in preparation to install the Heli adjustable bars. The first thing you want to do is you want to protect your work surface. You don't want to lay anything down here that's going to scratch your paint or anything.
I see you've actually taped it in place with
painter's
tape.
Yeah, so it won't slide off. You don't have to worry about having a third hand. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this handlebar off, which is very easy. We're going to release the clips here to get the wiring out of the harness. You just lift up on that, push it down. Lift up and push that down, and that brings that out of the harness. You've got 2 5mm screws that you're going to loosen up here. I've pre-loosened them. One of the nice things about this F3 when they came out with the U-Fit system is it gives you the ability to change out the handlebars in a very short period of time. And the cable resealer, you just take these clamps off, set them aside. Now then, to remove this handlebar, it's nothing more than sliding it off and set it to the side. Okay, now we're over on the left side of the bike. This particular bike has a manual transmission. Most of the bikes that are going to do this changeover are going to have semi-automatics with the paddle shift. Makes no difference. The removal of the handlebar is the same. You're going to move the clamps here with 5mm Allen wrench. And again, I pre-loosened everything in this time. That's why you protect the surface. That's why you protect the surface. And then the same thing, you're going to slide that out, do your clips, slide that out and set this down. If you have the manual transmission, do not touch the lever at all. Do not move that clutch lever at all. And there you are. Okay, now to remove the handlebars, 7mm Allen wrench, and you're just going to take these take these loose. And again, these were pre-loosened, loosened. Take your 4 bolts loose. And there you go. Your handlebars are off. Okay, now we're going to install the horizon bars. They have the slotted hole down here as the stock handlebars do. That go in this alignment pin.
Yeah.
So you're going to set those on there.
You want to align, have these so these are in the back.
Yeah, so these are the screws here are facing you. You're going to put that on there. Start your screws.
And you want to tighten the forward ones first.
Yeah, what you want to do is you don't want to torque these down. You want to snug them down because you're going to want to set your positions. And besides the stock position, which allows this bar to go up and down, you also have on the grips now, you have 4 positions, 4 different ways you can go. So you can fine tune this where you want it for your comfort. So you want to make sure that everything is just kind of snug enough where you can adjust it, but it won't change position. And then once you get all your positions set, then go back and start tightening things up.
And how torque it to 21 foot-pounds?
Yeah, your bolts here on your upper clamp are 21 foot-pounds, and the torque sequence would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to install the handlebar controls back on the handlebars, but to do so, there's an adapter here that's made to allow that to happen very simply and very quickly. Simply take this forward screw out here. This has got a notch that holds that in place, so you're going to take and just
make sure that one's loose. That's good.
put that in there. You're going to rotate this so this hole here is right up on top. And again, you're just going to snug these down because you might want to rotate your controls a little bit. And then you're going to pull slack, because they give you the slack, you're going to pull slack, and you just take and push that on there, and you've got your alignment here for your cap. So you've got a pin here, and your bolts go in there. So you put your cap there, and then this, oops, feel that go into place. It's going to be right at the end there. Then you're going to bring your bottom piece in and click that in there, and you should have enough slack. These are going to stay up here on the top, and then you just go ahead and start your 5mm screws.
So what would the torque be on those?
The torques on these is 7 foot-pounds. You don't want to over tighten them. You don't want to strip them.
And you want to just repeat the same on the other side?
And the other side will be identically the same. Same process. Okay, now that we've got the HeliBars installed, we're going to start the adjustment. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to set the height. And this is the same option that you had on the stock bars. You want to set the height so that your hands are up and your elbows are bent down and out a little bit. When you get that position that feels comfortable, you're going to take your number 7 Allen wrench and you're going to tighten these bolts up. And the torque sequence again is left to right. You snug those up just so they don't move, which is going to, now you can go back and make the other adjustments. When all the adjustments have been made, then you go back and torque them to their values. Okay, now the options that you have available to you now is this part here. You can rotate back and forth. There are stops there, so you can adjust the position that you want these that are most comfortable to you. So you can make that adjustment. You take the number 8 Allen, put that on there and tighten this up.
Now, which adjustment is that?
This is
That's
just
the rotating forward.
that's
and
a
back.
rotating forward and back. So you just tighten that up and then go through and tighten the other side. And again, we'll come back and torque them to the torque values. So now that we have those set, now we have the option of doing the in and the out. What you want to do there is you want to close your eyes, put your hands on the grips, and you want to adjust them so you have equal pressure across the palm of your hand. What that's going to do is that's going to give you a more comfortable ride. It's going to lessen the possibility of your hand going to sleep or your hands cramping. There are little notches here, so you get both sides the same. I don't know if you can see them well or not, but there's notches there. Or if you're an individual that you have maybe some issues with one arm or the other, you can individually set those for your comfort. So right now I'm going to set these on the number 3 position. And then I'm going to come over here with the number 6. And I'm going to tighten this screw up here, which is the
And those get torqued to 16 foot-pounds?
16 foot-pounds. Okay, so I have that set. And now then I also have the ability, if you want your switches in a different position, you can rotate this by having these screws loose and rotate them if you're not happy with the way they were originally, which is another option you have that you didn't have before. If you have a master sonar, you can rotate that to make it level or whatever. Then you're going to take the same number 6 and you're going to tighten these up in the same
16 foot-pounds.
16 foot-pounds. So now that you have everything tight, you can go back, close your eyes, get a visualization, see if everything feels comfortable, and then take it out for a ride and see how it feels. You have the ability now to make these finite adjustments where you weren't able to before.
Nice. And what about the hole in the end of the tube
Oh.
here? And
This comes with rubber cap that goes in the end, and you'll have 2 black caps that go on each one of these bolts.
Thanks, Maurice, for the wonderful installation tutorial. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of HeliBar Update, and thanks for watching. More details, including price and availability, will be posted on our website soon at HeliBars.com. Thanks again.